You have exactly 2 minutes, Mouse Chords Sisyphus. If that is your real name, hello to Double Jumper and Lemonade. I am very tired. Viewer, hello. So yesterday's stream went so well. I'm usually when I'm doing streaming, like when I'm streaming here on this channel for all of you, you know, it's pretty chill for me. Like I usually have plenty of energy. Like I actually get kind of energized from it. That stream yesterday, holy cow, that knocked me on my butt so hard. I was exhausted. I fell asleep like not right away after. Like I had hopped on another call for a little while, and it eventually just became clear really quick. It's like, nope, I don't have the energy to stay awake anymore. I have to go to sleep, which is great because it kind of fixed my sleep schedule a little bit. The one clip, the one of Mouse watching me die and then laughing hysterically for 30 seconds. Yeah, I didn't learn a damn thing about Lethal Company. I have no idea what anything that in that game was. Muffled. Yeah. It's like something is wrong. Oh. I didn't even know that Mouse was behind me during that, if I'm being honest. I really thought I was just out there on my own. Also, hello to Wing Pro, Corbo, and Remain. I really thought I was just out on my own. Just exploring the countryside. And then I cut to like my death cam thing and I just hear Mouse laughing her ass off. And I'm just like, oh, I see. Okay. Hey, Cinder Player, welcome. Got a minute and a half left on the ads before I put out all my announces. Let me turn this down a little bit. But yeah, no, the stream went great. I couldn't, like... There was a little uncertainty. Like, everybody was a little bit nervous about, you know, would we meet the goals or whatever. And I was very steadfast the entire time. Yes, we are absolutely going to hit the $5,000. The question is whether we hit it on the first night or the second night. I did not expect to hit it in the first hour. That was crazy. Like, y'all are so generous. Like, you've watched the streams? Wow. Maybe you missed one. I don't think you did, but Twitch might think you did. Coco acquired. Was that 2 minutes? Hey, Blueberry, welcome. Thomason, I like Thomason. Welcome. Good to have you. Yeah, the charity stream did kind of fix my sleep schedule. I woke up at 11 a.m. today, which obviously for most reasonable human beings is still very much sleeping in. But for me, that's actually fantastic. Especially since I have afternoon plans on Saturday. So I was a little sluggish. I did take a nap at around like 3:30. The ads are done. Let me get the announcements out. I did take a nap, so that may not help things, but so there we go. Close in the biscuit. There we go. Now we're going to give some time for folks to show up. But yeah, no, I'm not surprised that it went well. It went even better than I could have imagined. Both from the amount of money that everyone donated, like for those of you here who donated, like, thank you so much. I couldn't believe how many people weren't just donating, but were like donating $100 or more. Hey, like it was just, you know, I'm like actually speechless about it, like trying to think about it now. Blueberry, so on my good friend Mouse's channel last night, we did a charity stream for a charity called Gamers Outreach. The short of what they do is basically they provide video games to children who are in extended hospital stays. They build these like little cart things to like bring to bring games to kids who are stuck in their hospital, stuck in like hospital beds and everything like that, because they're just cut off from their entire lives. They're missing out on all of the fun of being a kid and everything. So yeah, Gamers Outreach is a very. We're going to be doing another charity stream tomorrow over on Mouse's channel. We are trying to raise as much money as we can. There is a link for our particular program somewhere. I should have that, and I don't. I'm sorry. But yeah, they're a good cause. It's hard. It's like, trying to make the lives of sick kids a little bit better seems like a pretty good one to me. They did a great job for it, and for Gamers Outreach is currently doing what do they call it, the October Spookathon or something like that, and they list all the teams doing it, and our team, Mouse's team, crazy amount of money. I think the overall goal for the charity was 25,000 or something like that. We put up 6,000 last night. That money is going to go to good use. It's going to make people's lives better. So, thank you all. For those of you who are there, those of you who donated. Hey Denner, obviously. If Hey Denner's here, I think I saw Hey Denner in chat. I may not have. Hey Claire. But I don't want to just talk about it for another hour. But it was really great. That was night 1 of 2. Tomorrow night I'll be back on there. $6,136. Oh my god. Night 2 tomorrow, I'll be back on there alongside Jelly and Smoker the White again. And the secondary thing I was thrilled about with the charity drive yesterday is everybody got to see Smoker the White. Smoker the White has a pretty small audience for their own channel, and they're just one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And the hundreds of people watching last night got to see just who Smoker the White is, and I couldn't be happier that they stole the show. They were just, God, I was in tears so much. Charities so impactful, gladly donate. I'll never forget how much those types of charities helped you when you were younger. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, no, that sort of stuff. I was saying after we went off the air and the 4 of us were talking about it, about how it hadn't settled in while the stream was going. It wasn't until after that it was oh wait, no. By being silly people on the internet playing video games, we actually convinced people, I guess you could say, into giving money to a good cause that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise. I don't know how to say that without sounding a little bit weird about it, but we helped. And that's important to me. I've volunteered off and on for my entire life. It's all very important to me. I've talked about my labor organization, stuff like that in the past. It's all an extension of that to me. There's no cause in this world more important to me than leaving everything a little bit better than I found it. So. Nelson showing they were delivering hoops and sticks to the monastery sick house. Hey Denner, I was just saying how appreciative I am of you and of everyone else, but you're pretty good. Oh, yeah, my voice is a little shot. This is night 4 of 6 streams in a row, and I'm very tired for this one. So that's gonna be great. Sort of from all the drowning in quicksand. Was it quicksand? I thought it was a tar pit or something. Quicksand makes more sense. But either way, 25 more to charity. Thank you so much, Blueberry. Thank you so much. Gosh, that feels awesome. It just feels great. Thank you. Yeah. Let's play some Outer Wilds. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna be a broken record. Stop repeating the same 3 seconds of gratitude if I don't just get going here. So let's play some Outer Wilds. How's that sound? Oh yeah, hey Denner. That's right, hey Denner. I know you're running off, but. Hey Denner, just real quick, if you're still here, thank you for the charity, for everything you've done for all of the streamers in this little universe, myself, Walrus, Mouse, everything, like, you're just, you are the bedrock of this community, and I'll never stop telling you that because I appreciate it so much. All right, I know you can't see anything yet. Don't worry. So thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm appreciative of... Don't get it twisted either. I'm appreciative of all of you. Whether you donate a dollar or 1,000, like, it all helps. Let me move this. It's all great. So thank you all so much. Ooh, oh, my back hurts. Absolute pleasure. We try to do nice things, make life nicer, because it really sucks. Sometimes it takes nothing to be kind. Yeah. That's... Yeah. You're great. You're great. Now get out of here. I don't want you getting spoiled. All right. I should take my hoodie off. I know it's gonna come off eventually. Someone cutting onions in here. It's been known to happen around me. I do be cutting onions. For myself and for others. A regular onion chef. Alright. I have a vague idea of what we were doing. Start with the ship log, of course. Here we go. Master onion. No, okay. So, no new updates from what we were doing. The reservoir says there's more to explore here. Sound a projection showing the stranger's current trajectory and the sun predicts... Am I ready for shenanigans? I am ready for shenanigans to some degree. I'm not quite... Wait, Nope. I'm not quite certain what to be doing right now, so this first loot may be a little haphazard, I guess you could say. Which is probably good. I need to get back in the swing of being a solo. I did find some movies, and I found the debug room, and good time to finish your bit. I found the debug room. I found all sorts of things. Yes or no question. On a scale of 1 to 5, would you give Kingdom Hearts a 3 out of 5? No, I would not give a number rating to a game. Scale of 1 to 5, would you give Kingdom Hearts a 4 out of 5? No, I would not give a number rating to a game. You only get 2 of those. You only get 2 of those. Scale of A to F? Nah, no. This is why I say, like, I don't do quantitative reviews. Like, no. No letter grades, no number ratings, no star ratings. Thumbs up, thumbs down is about as much as you're gonna get out of me. And even then, I'm gonna, like, be like, yeah, there's better ways for me to say this. Oh, clearer. Oh, clear. Hooli. On a scale of 1 to 5, the score... Oh, that's a number. On a scale of 1 to 5, the score Allison would give to Kingdom Hearts, which by Hempel's Raven has been demonstrated to be a 5 out of 5. Incorrect. Incorrect. There will be a note in the Point Redeem channel stating that that is incorrect. Nice try. Nice try. Now, Claire has asked me to tell the audience what I know about my favorite procedural show. Gosh, I have to think about what my favorite procedural show is. Oh boy, that's hard. I'm going to be thinking about this. Like, the names that immediately come to mind are Law & Order Special Victims Unit and probably Bones. With The Mentalist kind of being in there somewhere as well, although I never watched all of The Mentalist, so I don't know exactly how stupid it gets. Because the thing to understand about these procedurally damn it, Ravane, you got me. You got me. The thing about these procedural programs is the longer they run, the dumber they get, because they just run out of ideas. Like, a lot of the time they're built on, like, will they, won't they romances that they eventually have to pay off, and everything gets worse after that, every single time. Dalmec asks, on a scale of 1 to 5, would you give Kingdom Hearts to a friend as a prank? That's not a yes or no question. I had to think about whether or not that was a yes or no question. But yeah, the procedural shows, they always, because, you know, they're very much like show the, like, monster of the week type things, where, like, there are long running plots, but they're told like 5 minutes at a time over the course of an entire season, because the idea is that they're not serialized shows. Like, you're just there to watch the episode. If you miss all the other episodes, it doesn't really matter. There's only so much you can do, but if the show is popular, like SVU in particular, then, you know, you just run out of ideas. It starts getting weirder and weirder. Eventually they do have to, like, build off their own world building, which is never good. Because it's not really supposed to be. Like, here, I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm just gonna use Bones for this, because Bones is the one I've watched more recently, even though I've probably seen more of SVU. Like, Bones eventually has a season-long arc, and I'm sorry that this is Bones spoilers, but nobody cares, and you shouldn't care either. That there's a season-long arc in, like, season 3 or 4 or something like that, which is pretty early on, all things considered, where Booth, played by David Boreanaz, also well known as Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, where all season long, he's talking to, and I'm not kidding, you see scenes of him talking to Stewie Griffin from Family Guy, which for most of the season is it's just presented at face value, like it's just Booth talking to Stewie, and it's like, okay, cool, it's a Fox show, they're doing some crossover promotion. Nope, brain tumor. Brain tumor. Brain tumor. He's fine the next episode. That was the season finale where you find out about the tumor, and then the season premiere, he's like back at it again, because it's the reset button. You can't have... Yeah, no, he has a brain tumor, which causes him to hallucinate one of his ex-war buddies who died, and there was a lot of trauma around it, which makes sense. Is like, sure, that's a story. Like, he's dealing with PTSD from being in the Iraq War. Like, sure, that's fine. The other one is Stewie Griffin. Yeah. That's the kind of bullshit, swear jar, that procedurals get up to. You have your protagonist, or your deuteragonist, I guess, hallucinating Stewie Griffin because he has a brain tumor. Like, it's so stupid. I love it. Like, have I watched Riverdale? I have not watched Riverdale. Riverdale was a CW show, right? I never really got into most CW shows, not for any particular reason, just, like, never did, you know what I mean? Not like me, like, saying, oh, I don't want to watch that or whatever, just, never really got into any of those shows. Heard it described as Sex Archie. Sex Archie, huh? All right, so I wanted to see, and I don't believe this is going to work, but I want to try it anyway. Okay. So, like, even if I don't have my thingy, yeah. That still sees me. No. Oh, come on. Ah, boo, but the cone isn't on that. That's not fair. The cone isn't there. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Okay, no, I just heard the little glitch thingy going off. Actually, no. No, you know what? I want to see more about that. I wonder if that glitch thingy is what causes the beginning of the dam to burst. So let's go to the dam. So beside the police procedurals, isn't it great that almost every element of, quote, forensic science is just based on vibes except DNA? Yeah, yeah. Or how about, okay, wait, that is crazy when I learned that, and like especially stuff like blood spatters and like fire forensics and stuff like that. It's all nonsense. Though you did just remind me of the fact that Bones is also funny for the fact that Temperance Brennan is based off a real person who wrote fictional novels where Temperance was the name of the fictional character. So they turned that on their head, and Dr. Brennan's fake character is the name of the actual author, which is very cute. Muffin, hey, welcome, guys. Muffin is someone whose stream I used to watch back in the day. It wasn't that long ago. And who is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person who I really love. Muffin, I'm so glad you can make it. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, 6 years ago? God, was it really 6 years ago? Because that was back when you were playing Magic. Muffin was amazing at Magic back in the day. Probably still is. I don't think you play anymore though. But still stream sometimes. I 2018. Gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I like to gush about people when I know them and they show up in chat. It has been a while, but big Muffin fan here. Big Muffin fan here. You came just in time to hear me talk about police procedurals. Oh, because yeah, like the thing with Dr. Brennan is she's oh no damn it. She is a forensic anthropologist, which is apparently a thing. You know, she analyzes bones. That's where the name comes from. It's also kind of sort of an indirect Star Trek reference. She also, like, just gets to go out doing field work with Special Agent Seeley Booth, who is an FBI agent, and she carries a gun, and shoots the gun, and actually, like, shoots people, and that's fine for a forensic anthropologist to be doing, because it's a police procedural. Like, or how about, the procedural, Castle, where Frank Castle, I think is his name, I think it's Frank. Castle is his last name, that much I know. He is a mystery novel author, exclusively. He's just an author, played by Nathan Fillion. I almost said Nathan Lane, but no, Nathan Fillion, who is a very goofy guy. The show is very goofy. He plays into his strengths. He also just shoots the gun, despite his only credentials being a mystery novelist. Like, because that's how these shows work. The protagonist has to be able to procedurally generate the castle. Because they're the cool protagonist action guys, and they gotta have, like, in one of the later seasons of Bones, after Bones and Booth hook up after, like, years of, well, they won't they, their house gets invaded, which is an excuse for Booth to be a former Iraq war sniper who, like, literally, like, treats his house like a war zone, setting up, like, traps with explosives because they wanted to blow a bunch of stuff up, because your TV show's been on the air for 6 years and has amazing ratings. So why not just blow up your damn house with explosives and give David Boreanaz the chance to be John Action Guy? Like, why not? Why not? Because that's what procedurals are. They're just nonsense. Oh, they're just nonsense. Gosh, I'm just gonna go off and on about this all stream long. Claire, you picked a good one. What potato? Yeah, it is potato chip television. I really like you know, it's kind of like a popcorn movie, but it's different. You're just eating chips on the couch. Oh, wait. I haven't opened this one. Hold on. I have a screenshot of this. I gotta dig into my folder here. Oh, I knew there was something over here I hadn't done yet. Outer Wilds. There we go. Chips on the couch. I always eat chips on the couch. Is that weird? Okay, I need sun, line thingy, fire, line thingy, fire. Okay, so sun, line thingy, fire, line thingy, fire. Boom. Just my segue was funny. Listen, I got excited. Okay, what's all this? You can see out the space. Ooh. We got more fires here. This was burned down. Okay. Not immediately clear what this room was for. Not immediately clear. Ship log updated. Okay. Something is broken here. Okay. Okay. Sun thingy, fire. Yeah, this is the code to get in here. Yep, okay. Why is that there again? Good question. Hey, it's me. All right. Let's see. Am I winning streamer? Hopefully. This is, what, stream 4 or 5 of the Echoes of the Eye DLC. And I feel like I'm pretty close to, figuring stuff out. Let's go. Wait, have I been able to... No. Wait. Have I been able to just get in here the whole time? Okay, but what purpose does this room serve? I was supposed to do this first to see... Okay, and I could have got... Oh, I could have... Okay. Okay, I see. I found the password a different way. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Whatever, man. Alright, still can't read that. I want to be able to fire. It's been bothering me this whole DLC that I can't just like pick this up and start just like blasting. I want to blast. You know? Started blasting. Oh, there's the thing. No, that was the thing I came here for. Now I missed it. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't think I've explored this place thoroughly enough. Let me ask what you think the end of the DLC entails at this point. That's the funny part. So there is one of the clear things I know. I'm gonna keep walking while I talk. Is that I need to get into that weird coffin thingy that I figured out how to unlock one of the things, but not the other two. And something will happen in there that will probably maybe make me cry. If I had to guess. I need to figure out, like that weird glitch thing that's happening, I need to figure out something with that. But I don't know, I don't have a good sense of what I am trying to accomplish. I still feel like I'm learning, and not necessarily figuring out what I'm supposed to do with all this information. You know how, for those of you that use a lot of social media, you know how you'll always see a bunch of tweets or Tumblr posts or whatever about all of the different ways that ADHD manifests and, like, all of these things that are like, actually, no, those are symptoms of your ADHD, it's normal, it's normal, it's normal. And then you're just, what do I do with all this information? That's great that this is all normal, but now where do I go? That's where I'm at right now. I've read all these tweets. And I don't know what to do with this information. It must be something. It must be something. But who knows? Gosh, and hello and welcome to those of you who came in that I did not say hey to. I got a little chatty talking about Bones. Or how about on Bones where there's freaking what's his face, the guy who is independently wealthy because he's like from like a billionaire family, and they just have some criminal dude who hacks his bank account and makes him poor because that's how that works. Like, it literally just a hacker said, sorry, you're not a billionaire anymore. And then he's poor for, like, less than a season before having some, like, miracle breakthrough thing that, like, is like some amazing seasoning for hot dogs or something that makes them rich again. Well, yeah, just delete the zeros, exactly. Like, these shows aren't real. Over halfway through Castle, and it's hysterical to me how the bitch just doesn't write any. Yeah, he doesn't write. He doesn't like. He's just enjoying his new life. Like, it's like, oh, I'm a cop now, but without having to do any of the cop things. What a fun fiction about true, because as we all know, rich people are more interesting. Like, did I watch Elementary? I did. I think I may have watched like an episode or two. You just finished Mystery Court 2? Ooh, exciting. Mystery Court is very fun. Is there a way I can get down here? Yes. Okay. All right. I don't think I've been in here yet. Well, we've seen the. I think it might be time for me to revisit the bell. I don't know what I'll find there, but obviously this guy here is my like objective. So once again, hey, how you? More fire. Wait. This looks like one of the. Okay. More computers. Like for all of the cottagecore aesthetic, like I was kind of like mentally glossing over just how like there's like monitors and like technology all over the place up until probably until Tuesday's stream. I hadn't really placed together. It's like no, the cottagecore is just dressing, like that's just a style. This is a very advanced culture, which makes sense because we've known they're starfaring the entire time. But I definitely had yeah, let's go to the bell. I feel like what I'm doing right now is the same thing I did with the base game, where I'm finding a clue that was relevant like 8 hours ago that I've already done everything there is to do with, but I just found the clue now, so I'm like, all right, well, I gotta check this out. Just in case. Oh, wait, no, the bell is right here. Wait, can I go in here? Oh, it's gonna be that kind of stream, folks. Now, surely... Wait, was this the house I was just in? Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of stream. I'm very tired. I am very, very tired after yesterday. If you weren't around for the start of the stream, thank you all again for coming out to Mouse's channel for the charity stream. We raised over $6,000. We'll be at it again tomorrow. It has succeeded to a degree that we're all just blown away by. Don't have described as cottagecore. I feel like this should involve whiter, more saturated colors. Maybe we got the wrong idea. You're probably right. Yeah. That's all that's here, right? Bong. Uh oh. Swamp core. Like I'd call them like log cabins, but they're not log cabins. They're not logs. But it is kind of that like lake house kind of aesthetic to me. At least that's what I correlate it with. Very wood, very wood. But not the lake house. What is the lake house? All right. All right. I need to come back here and... All right, we're going to Ash Twin. Alan Wake 2. Oh, Alan Wake 2 DLC. That's right. I never played that. I didn't play that or Night Springs. I really should. Might be a stream choice for down the line. Control is a game that I want to stream whenever we get information about Control 2, because I haven't played Control. But I love, as many of you know, I loved Alan Wake 2. Had such a great time at that game, so get through both in one stream. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. I thought they were longer than that. All right, so we did get the ship log update. Let's found a room with a burn control interface, a projection that seems to indicate a broken connection between the stranger and another craft. Another craft. What could that craft be? Way shorter than Control DLC. Probably got feedback. Those are 2 fillery side activities. Interesting. Yeah, no, I want to, at some point, get deeper into the Remedyverse, because, like, I read up on the Remedyverse a lot after playing Alan Wake 2, because I was really intrigued, but I have not experienced it firsthand. I know there's something in Control called the Ashtray Maze that, like, everybody gets really excited about when you mention it, and I'd love to see that for myself, to see what all the hype is about. So, like, you know, I want to experience these things I've heard so much about. So at some point, nope. There we go. Nope. Get. Sometime, eventually, maybe. You know, every once in a while when I'm filling up my stream schedule, I'm like, gosh, I don't know. I'm kind of running out of ideas for games. And then, like, I mention a game in passing, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, there's like 75 different games here I could be playing. Girls Abroad's a good game with some flaws. I feel like that is the Remedy way. Yeah, they've learned a lot. Like, I would describe Remedy as a game that's also has some flaws in it. Or it's Remedy. Alan Wake 2 as a game with some flaws, but less so, probably. Overall, they really knocked it out of the park with that one. Wait, I'm looking at I'm rereading Delmec's question. On a scale of 1 to 5, would I give Kingdom Hearts to a friend as a prank? That is a yes or no question, isn't it? But I can't answer it on a one scale of 1 to 5. Delmec, what have you done to me? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Hang on. It is a yes or no question, but you've asked me to answer it on a scale of 1 to 5. You know what? No, I'm going to answer this as a yes or no question and just say no. There, my answer is no. Oh, excuse me. All right. All right. So, I'm here early. Congratulations, I solved the Kingdom Hearts riddle. I don't know that I want to solve the Kingdom Hearts riddle. Alright, we're off the raft. Oh wait, I can push the raft while it's on. Ah, damn. It took me a second too long to process that I could push the raft while it's hooked to that. Next time. Alright, so I think I've been in here. But maybe not lately. Oh yeah. This was where the alternate... Yeah, I can come right in here. This is the observation deck thingy. Then down here, there's... Yeah, this map thingy, I truly do not know how to interpret this. When in doubt, scout. The question I don't have an answer to is, where do I think the glitch happens? Or, like, what causes the dam to begin to burst? Is my best bet to see, it might just be to stand on the dam? Maybe? You can't really see much out here, can you? Uh-oh. Chad, I got bad news for you. I got bad news for you, chat. Oh, it's actually cool seeing Brittle Hollow, like seeing that we're spinning. It's not that the planet is spinning, it's that we're spinning. That's actually really cool. And yep, there's a Dark Bramble. Nope. There we go. All right. First things first, I want to see this glitch happen, so we might be here for a minute. How y'all doing? I hope you're all having a good Tuesday, or Wednesday in the case of our good friends Leas and viewer. Maybe the dam just reaches the end of its natural life cycle and goes supernova? Could be. It's Thursday. It's Okay. There's no clear indicator of what the hell just happened here. And the dam isn't bursting. Wait. Now it is. Please get some sleep. I got 9 hours of sleep last night. Like, I did sleep. I'm just really tired. All right. No! No! Okay. Well, I wanted to try to, like, get into the center of the, like, outside of the gravitational pull entirely. Died of death. Sentenced to death. Great equalizer is the death. Yeah, I slept. Like, I mean, you all know, like, I greatly value a good night's sleep, even if it's sometimes a good day's sleep. People die when they are killed. A cannonball is designed to hurt, Homer. It's designed to hurt. Meant to hurt? Whatever the line is. Did not get 9 hours of sleep because you made poor bedtime choices. That's not good. There's more in Hidden George. All right, let's go back to Hidden George. Let's go back to Hidden George. Give a hint on the glitch. I may end up hitting the point where I start asking for a little bit of help. I'm not quite there yet. But thank you. This is the same thing I ran into with the base Outer Wilds, where eventually I hit a point where I exhausted every single mystery I could think of. And the stuff that was left, I was just like, I got nothing. Because with Tunic too, I've talked about it before, how it's just like this style of game. It's like eventually I just run out of light bulbs. You know what I mean? Like it's just it. I've made all of the leaps that I'm gonna make. I'm not that smart. Who's George and why is he hidden? Umineko fans would tell you that he should be hidden. I don't know if you were familiar with Umineko. Aslan, you worked at Bungie, right? Yes, I did, for a year on Beyond Light primarily, and a little bit of pre-production for the Witch Queen on Destiny 2. Are they like, okay. That is a very loaded question. You know, I had a lot of friends at Bungie. I met a lot of good people while I was working there. Some people who I'm privileged to still call friends. And just, most of them aren't with the company anymore. Many of them quit. Some of them got laid off. Yeah, I did I work at Activision? So technically, that's technically, because so my stay with, so to give this history, first of all, Remain asked a yes or no question. On a scale of 1 to 5, would you give Bungie a 2 ethics rating? I refuse to answer. There's a reason I put that I refuse to answer option in there for questions like that. Oh, I missed my turn, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, so my most recent job, which is now a few years ago, I had worked for a company based out of Boston called Proletariat Games. They made this is gonna be a retreat for many of you, so I apologize. But like, they made a battle royale called Spellbreak, which unfortunately didn't find enough of a market, and the company had to do what it had to do. And eventually what that ended up meaning was the company was acquired by Blizzard, specifically to work on World of Warcraft. So that happened. I was there for a little while, about a year, maybe a little bit less. About the only thing of note I did there was attempt to form a labor union. We did go public with it, but unfortunately didn't work. But they unionized about a year later, so go them. Yeah, I really didn't do much there, but strictly I am in the credits for World of Warcraft, which is very funny because I did one code commit that was rejected. That was the extent of what I contributed to World of Warcraft. That and costing Activision Blizzard a bunch of money to kill my union, our union. I shouldn't, not mine. Good lord, not mine. So got the credit, yeah. Yeah, it's good. The industry overall is beginning to wake up that it doesn't matter. Like, you know, it's easy to be like, especially if you're a programmer, like it's easy to be like, you know, we're making good money, we have good benefits, why do we need to unionize? And it's like, well, because you're gonna lose your fucking job to Saudi Arabia, dipshits. Like, I don't care that I just swore twice. Like, wake up. Like, there's a lot of good reasons here. And there was opposition from my colleagues for the union that myself and my other colleagues made. Like, it's complicated, and I don't mean to oversimplify it either. But you know, you got to think big picture. What did you try to add that got rejected? I tried to make the elf move. No, I was trying to fix something with oh, there's a door down there. Oh. Hang on. No, I'm a tools programmer. I was just working on stuff for QA. Mother friggin'. Oh wait, I know what I can do. Okay. Did I miss any discoveries since last stream? No, I've just getting warmed up. The way you pronounce unionized reveals whether you are a chemist. Hey, look at that. Oh, we got some PowerPoint. But yeah, so strictly speaking, I did work for Blizzard for about a year or so, but pretty much the only thing I did there was go, hey, this sucks. Did that before. I did that before by accident, first try somewhere else. No way. My question, should I feel bad if you buy a Bungie game? No. No. If you want to play a Bungie game, play a Bungie game. Like, it's, you know what? Like, the way I think of it is there are certain companies that I do not buy games from. I'm not keen on, like, playing games developed by Riot Games for a variety of reasons. But I consider that a personal choice. It's not a Hogwarts Legacy situation. Like, just play the game. Life is too short. Like, just play the game. You're not a bad person for buying a video game like 99% of the time. By accident without even knowing. That's how I play games, baby. I skipped that kind of light door puzzle before. That's great. That's great. I would simply just win. Like, okay, I will... I can't tell that story on stream. I'm sorry, this is actually genuinely difficult for me to give my full opinion on in a way that, one, yeah, respects NDAs that I've signed, and two, respects the people that I worked with. I can't give you a full answer to that question, and I'm very sorry. I have thoughts, but I can't have them in a Twitch VOD. All right, what are we looking at here? All right, so this is Deep Space Nine from Star Trek, of course. Oh, okay, so... Okay. Alright, so the second entrance... So something is happening at the other entrance? Question mark? Alright, we're going to Ash Twin. We're going to Ash Twin. Get the VOD deleted by playing music distributed by UMG. Yeah, no, there's... You know, the primary reason I left Bungie, well, it was, you know, I left before everything, like, before the Sony purchase and everything, like, but, like, I left, like, the primary reason I left was because, you know, I started there in 2020 during the pandemic, or, like, the very beginning of the pandemic, and I think I mentioned before, like, they wanted me to move out west before, like, they were pressing the issue right when Omicron was kicking up, and it looked, like, really scary again. So I was just like, nah, man, I'm good. And Proletariat, the Spellbreak developer, had offered me a job that was also better paying and was more aligned with the work I wanted to be doing. So it was a no-brainer for me to leave. That was there were other reasons, but that was the primary reason for me. Moving out west sounded so much better back in the 18. I wouldn't have minded moving to Seattle. My older brother lives out there, and I love him to death. He was a very big part. Like, I was really sad when he moved across country. And I think Seattle's nice. I wouldn't mind living somewhere else. I've lived in more or less the same part of the world. Yeah, all right. I need to go to the other entrance. Now I can just... yeah, no. No. Here's what we're gonna do. Or wait, bear with me, I have a plan. And Americans love it when you ask them state opinions. Allison, what are your top 3 states? Hang on, let me make sure I'm getting the Hidden George right first. Or not the Hidden George, to the Stranger right first. So number 1 is Rhode Island. It's where I was born and raised. It's a garbage state full of trash, but I love it. There is no place like it on earth for me. You know how you just, like, hate your home? But it's your home, damn it. Like, I love Rhode Island and all of its blemishes. It's the smallest state in the country. I have genuinely had people in that I've met think that I'm talking about Long Island, which is a part of New York. What if I just... What if I just do this? Will this work? I love Rhode Island. I could talk about Rhode Island all day long. What are my other states? All right, this is such a cop-out answer, but I have to say Massachusetts. You know, my beloved Red Sox, Celtics, even the Patriots. All right. So what am I looking at out here? let me... Well, I thought I could land on that. Hang on. Even the Patriots. Listen. I almost doxed myself, but listen. They're my team. It's not my fault that they're evil. I don't know what you want from me. Hull breach. I found a slide reel in the hidden gorge that shows an explosion blowing a hole in the side of the stranger. Yep, alright. That was a bad idea. Where's my ship? Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute. But yeah, you know, like Massachusetts, it's like there have been times in my life where I say, like, when I don't want to explain Rhode Island to people who I know don't know what it is, I just say I grew up near Boston because Boston is a 2-hour drive from my childhood home. Like, it's just easier. It's just easier that way. So Massachusetts, I also love. It's very similar to Rhode Island in a lot of ways, but Rhode Island has a bit more of its own culture because of how small it is, and because, like, I guess because of how small it is, it's just, like, it's hard to explain. I don't really know how to explain it best. But when somebody, like, you know, it's the kind of thing where, like, maybe this is true for some of you from other places or whatever, but, like, when somebody from Rhode Island makes it big, like, they're a name all of a sudden. Like, I'll give you a really silly example. God, I'm certain I've told this story on before. I tell the same stories over and over again, folks. Survivor, the reality show Survivor. We all know Survivor, or probably not so neat knows. Survivor season 1 was won by a guy named Richard Hatch, who is from Rhode Island. And Richard Hatch, at least in Rhode Island, is a household name as a result. Like, and apparently he's not a very good person. He's in court a lot. But he's Richard Hatch, and he won Survivor season 1, and that was a big show, especially the first season. So he's our guy. He's our guy. We also have a bunch of guys that we would like not to have, like James Woods. If you don't know anything about James Woods, he was in a bunch of movies that were really good. But also stop there. Don't look any deeper. You don't want to know. He is not related to Tiger Woods. No, not so much. But he kind of has some opinions on things that are not good. Yeah, Nolan North is from Rhode Island. He went to high school in my hometown. I almost went to the same high school he did, but, you know, we're not close in age. But I used to drive past to the high school he went to all the time, which is technically a semi-doxing, but that's fine. But yeah, no, it just, I top 3 states, and I'm stuck talking about Rhode Island because what are James Woods' opinions on the ethics of Bungie? He probably thinks that they should raise themselves up by the bootstraps and, you know, stop being so liberal woke, and stuff. He's not a good person. He's not a good person. Surely something is going to happen out here eventually. Only got to tail end of this convo. Does Rhode Island claim any RISD, folks? I mean, Seth MacFarlane. Like, I don't like Family Guy. I don't. But Seth MacFarlane, like, Seth MacFarlane went to RISD. There's Family Guy is nothing but like a million jokes about Rhode Island. Like, it's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's RISD. RISD is the Rhode Island School of Design. Very good art school. They have a nice museum attached to the school I've been to a bunch of times. It's really awesome. Yeah, because Rhode Island, you know, it's the Northeast. It's one of the 13 colonies. We have a bunch of fancy schools. Like, Brown is an Ivy League, even if it's the one that everybody jokes about. RISD. It's been called RISD since I was a child. Probably a lot longer than that. They were just ahead of the curve the whole time. I think Shepard Fairey went to RISD, and none of you know who that is, but he is the artist who did the really famous Barack Obama hope poster from Barack's first presidential campaign. Yeah, he did the Obey, the Andre as a posse, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shepard Fairey was a Risty guy. Yeah, the poster's fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a Risty guy. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry for spreading lies on the internet. Which thing did you say? Risty to me, and I think of Lightning Bolt first, middle, and last. So one of the people, one of the people in Lightning Bolt was one of my colleagues at Harmonix on Rock Band. Yeah, Lightning Bolt is yeah, if you're into that, what are they, like, sludge metal or whatever it's called? Yeah, like they're a big act in that scene. And yeah, one of the members of Lightning Bolt was I don't think he's there anymore, but he was there for a long time. I really hope I'm not sitting out here for 20 minutes thinking that something is going to happen and then nothing happens. I will not be upset if you save me from myself, but otherwise I will just sit here and just talk about stuff. 7 Degrees of Separation game must go incredibly hard. My coworkers have like former coworkers of mine are friends with actual celebrities. Like, I'm 2 degrees away from a lot of people. Intervention time. Nothing's gonna happen out here. Nothing's gonna happen out here. Let's make sure. Kessler Ressenbond. Oh, Will, I was just saying one of my coworkers at Harmonix was a member of Lightning Bolt. No, nothing's gonna happen. Okay. Okay. No. I thought we were gonna get to see that structural failure or whatever. But yeah, no, like I can say I'm 2 degrees separated from the Beatles. Like that's not even a, like, depending on how you define these things, like, yeah. And like, here's the thing, like, even outside of that, like, you all know, or many of you know Mouse. Like, Mouse is a really close friend of mine, and Mouse also, like, you know, like, it's not hard. Like, I am not exactly like Kevin Bacon level of being able to get to anybody, but I'm pretty close. Like, if Kevin Bacon is 7 degrees away or 6 degrees away, I'm probably one more on top of that. Doing Mouse is everyone in the world. It feels that way sometimes. Once had lunch with the current head of state, so I guess my separation game is pretty good. Yeah, it depends how you define that criteria, right? Okay. Okay. I guess I need to go back inside. True, Mouse Viewer is famous. What are the odds I get a collab on the Beaver stream? The Beaver stream that everybody got. So I don't check my phone, so I don't see push notifications or anything like that, but I guess everybody got a notification about it. Where is, okay, so this puts me right at the dam, which is already burst, and okay, yep, all right. And this is just the way in again, okay. Met someone who's met the queen, so yeah. Yep. Yeah, like, I guess the difference here is, like, I have worked with people who have worked with these people, I guess you could say. Like, I mentioned not too long ago, like, the person I owe my career to is Alex Navarro, formerly of GameSpot, formerly of Giant Bomb, currently of Nextlander. And Alex has definitely, like, worked with a bunch of well-known people and also has definitely met far more than that as well. So, like, even within, like, the game industry in particular, like, it's not hard for me to get to these people. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and name drop former coworkers and stuff, but yeah, knowing journalists is kind of cheating, and, like, I also, like, and, like, you know, Alex, when he was at Harmonix, was a community manager, and I always tried to buddy up with community managers, because at one point in my life that I thought that was a career path I wanted to do. It never panned out. But that was something I was really interested in, so I always tried to stay close to those to people in that line of work, which, you know, a lot of people like that, you know, do a lot of things with a lot of people. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Wait. No, that over there is the main entrance that I always come in, right? Like that over there is the main entrance. I think I actually need a nudge. That's more of a nudge. That's not the nudge that I need. That's not... Okay, yep. I don't need this much of a nudge. This is too much of a nudge. Excuse me. I just wanted a little nudge. Excuse me. Personal nudge would be to go through your notes and see if you made use of all the hints. The ship log, yeah. All right, let me go back to the. Let me. I got nudged. Boy, did I get nudged. I'm sorry, y'all got me yapping. I love watching the rewind every time I just kind of sit around. Wrestling. I have not forgotten about the wrestling. Don't you worry, Elias. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I don't think I ever named a third state. Or have I been in Dreamland? I've been all over the place in Dreamland. I've been to the debug zone. I've been to the spooky zone. I did not. All right. Okay, so I no longer have any of our orange dot. There's more to explore here thingies. Yeah, see, this is what I thought I would be able to see outside. Like, because I suspect the glitch that I'm seeing inside is another hull breach. And I was at the wrong gate for the hull breach, wasn't I? I'm going to Ash Twin. It's moments like this where I feel like I should turn my face cam on, just to. Do it as a jump scare. I've had the thought, but the problem is I have to clean myself up to do that. So wait, okay, because this is where it doesn't happen, right? Because, okay, because I look at this. All right, let's have a video of. Yeah, because it's across from so it's down like here somewhere. No, I did not mean to stand up. Rowan Ash Twin. I did not. How many died? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All of you Joseph Anderson watchers in the chat, like, yeah, like I know Joe is like he breaks games like really effectively and stuff, but I also know he's like generally pretty damn good at games. So you're just getting the exact opposite experience here, where I just suck. Like, I just do stuff. Like I just am doing it. I'm doing the same thing in the opposite way. Or like, you know, that's actually something that I see come up a lot. Where like like this sentiment, you've probably heard it once or twice in your life of like, oh, well, they should, you know, hire people who are really good at the game for QA. And it's like, yeah, you do need a couple of those, but you also need people who are really, really bad at the game. Like you actually need people who do not know anything, like, or like do not know how to play it the way that a skilled player would play it or an average player would play it. I don't know why else broke Allison's leg. So it should be... right over here, then. Okay, level with me. Oh, wait, it's already broken because that was a recording. Okay. Where's my suit? Nope. Uh-oh. That's fine. This is fine. I know physics. So it should be this one, right? Yeah. Ow. Okay. Okay. Here's my plan. Wait, I can't just fit down there, right? Ow is the name of the game, that's true. Oh, I can just get in here. Okay. This is cool. Okay, I've got an artifact, cool. Look. Okay. Look. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Let's get some mind vision here. Let's get some mind vision. All right. Get the artifact. Going in here. Is it nap time? Looks like it's nap time. All right, good night. Now we're napping, we're up. What? Okay. How do they light the fire? Movie. Let's put that down for a sec. What's in here? Another thingy. Okay. Mind vision. Surely this is a different mind vision. Mind vision, okay. They like held up a lantern there at the end. Can I... Ooh, okay, I have an idea. But I also have a movie to watch. Hang on. All right. Follow a guy who does UI UX design on YouTube. The way he explains this unique design for users that do not use shortcuts at all, because the majority of users really open... Yeah. Yes. Correct. It's very difficult, but very necessary to understand that the way you do things, even if you think you're doing it the most basic way in the world, it ain't it. It ain't it. Many people are going to be doing many things many ways. That just made me put the Christmas song in my head. Although it's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas. Two months till Christmas, everyone. That December mystery event, it's coming. Users are special. No, I mean, I think it's easy to fall into that trap of just like, oh, everybody's stupid, everybody's blah, blah, blah. No, everybody just sees things differently. Like, and sometimes you just don't notice something. Like, I mean, you've all seen me play this game and other games. Like, sometimes I just don't notice things. We all know that, like, streamer UI blindness is, like, a whole thing, right? So, like, it's natural. And, like, it's so important to be able to look beyond user error and, like, get to that next layer of, okay, why did the user make this error? Can we do anything to mitigate that error? Like, they're important questions to ask. And you'll only get, like, you only stand to improve by thinking about these things. Like, even though, like, I'm sure many of you thinking about this through the lens of video games will immediately go to, like, well, that's how you end up with yellow paint everywhere. That's how you end up with, like, things getting dumbed down too much. And yeah, that's possible. That's a real risk. But if you're not considering that question in the first place, you're doing yourself a disservice. Even if you go, like, well, no, if we tried to correct too hard, we'll overcorrect. And then, yeah, you'll end up with everything being a little too scripted, a little too on rails, and, like, players feeling like they don't have enough agency over the things they're doing. All right, let's watch a movie. All right, so we got lantern, lamp, lantern. Okay, we got the three amigos here. Lantern. Got the lanterns going in here. Yep, we see them inside. They're going to sleep. Okay. This one's going in the middle here. They're going to sleep. Scene missing. Scene missing. Scene missing. Then this one going to sleep. The music really kicked in for this one. The musical cue there really makes me think there's something with that one in particular. However, the issue in front of me is that none of those fires are lit. But I have a plan. Ah! You all thought I was gonna fall. I didn't fall. The overcorrection is, yeah, like, AAA games, you know, very often are gonna play it safe because they're trying to capture the widest audience possible. For better or worse. Sometimes you can take it too far and end up in the situation that Final Fantasy XIII did, where, like, their postmortem that they did was basically like, yeah, we tried to cast too wide of a net. And then, you know, they fell into the, you know, if you try to appeal to everybody, you appeal to nobody trap. Which has its own risks. Okay. Wait the fire. No? Okay, what if I doze off with this? We still have 13. Yeah, no, 13 has its fans. Alright, that did nothing. Excellent. Just as I suspected. It did nothing. Just like the simulations. Final Fantasy trying to generate mass appeal, made some interesting decisions. That is true. So I obviously can't... Okay. Here's my play. I can't drop it on top. Okay. All right. So this is how you make food in Breath of the Wild. So clearly this means something. There's a bunch of artifacts here. Wait. This one has a thingy inside of a thingy. This one also has a thingy inside of a thingy. What if, because I can't even, like, Pac-Man this one. All right, what if I use the thingy? Means it's time to cook the pizza? I didn't eat before stream. I should have eaten before stream. No Chipotle. No, I want to actually... trying to order less. I'm trying to order less. Okay, so... Given that I can't Pac-Man this one, I suspect that this also will not work for bringing me to the Spirit Realm, into to the Matrix. I need to call it the Matrix, because it's obviously the Matrix. This is not the right room. A bulk cooking recipe? I mean, when I was younger, I used to do, like, chili. Because, you know, you can make, like, a week's worth of chili really easily. Let's sow these days. Yeah, chili's the classic. Like, you know, back when I was, like, you know, at the start of my career, like, I was barely making any money. Like, chili was just very cost-effective. Oh-ho! Whoa! What the fuck? What the? I just got an achievement for that. Hang on. What was that achievement? Early adopter. Attempt to use the second artifact prototype. Curiosity killed the cat, but a time loop brought it back. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? What? Scene missing! Found the clue for sweeping like 4 streams like... Oh. The first 2 chambers were that it didn't work, and the 3rd chamber was, okay, this is how you... Okay. That's a spelled out clue. Okay. Okay. Fine. Damaged laboratory. A laboratory with 3 test chambers. The second chamber is badly damaged, can be entered through a hull breach in the side of the stranger. I saw a vision-like recording of someone picking up an artifact and going to sleep in front of a green fire. The rest of the vision was distorted and difficult to make out, but a flame seemed to appear inside the artifact. I found a slide reel that shows 3 experiments conducted with 3 different artifacts. The 3rd experiment appears to have been a success. Ah! Okay. Drink. I went a little Marge there. I can't do Marge. Not on purpose. Alright. Sealed vault. I found a strange vault wrapped in chains marked with 3 glowing symbols. Slide reel from the River Wolverine showed a strange vault. Been closed and sealed with chains and a glowing symbol. Slide reel from Sinner Isles showed a glowing symbol and chains appeared around a strange vault. A slide reel from the Hidden Gorge showed a glowing symbol and chains appeared around a strange vault. Alright, let me watch, okay. So this thing's closing. Our bro's coming up to here, and we know, yeah, this is how they seal the lock. And we figured out how to get rid of the second one, but not the, So this is the second one. Yeah, there's not really any information in this one. Like, the only information I can glean from this is that it's showing me that those little pillar thingies that I can blow through to unlock the whole thing. That is the only question mark on my map. I feel like the sealed vault is indeed what I should be working on at the moment. So these 3 map projections brought me to the secret areas that I already did. Secret, air quote. They're obviously a core part of the game. What's in here? Okay. Yeah, that's not... I don't think that's relevant. Yeah, this is showing the second seal, and it's showing it being carted over. Yeah, and we found it there in the little stealth area. Yeah, that was a clue for where to find that, but that also... Is this where we learned about the debug? This is showing the whole you can be alive while dead in the Matrix thing. If you're dead in real life, you can be alive in the Matrix. Or no, that's just showing you sleep in the Matrix. Let's get you to bed, Grandma. You know, no, you're dead. You're also going into the Matrix now. Yep. Lights lit up. Okay. Now this one is showing the alarm situation, where if the alarm goes off, the brain shoots to the thingy, the alarm sends me back, and I die. And I come back to life. And that's if I'm alive. What if I'm dead and I do the alarm? What is the difference here? I mean, I just die. Presumably. Yep, no brain. Motherfucker. I earned that coin in the swear jar. I'm okay with that. I really had all the logs. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, we're 2/3 into the episode of the procedural now, where Dr. House is like, I know what they have, and it's not lupus, and it's not sarcoidosis. You're an idiot, Foreman. Get out of my office. Cuddy, I'm bringing this man into surgery. I lost track of where I was. Everybody be cool. Ow. They get suckered. Yeah, like, you know how it's always been funny to me that, like, it's always the jokes are about lupus, which, just for the record, lupus is a very serious condition. It's an autoimmune disease that's very, very harmful. I have a friend who has lupus, and it really sucks. So, you know, keep that in mind. But they always get sarcoidosis right after lupus, but lupus gets all the publicity. It's not fair. It's not fair. Huntington's, yeah. Well, there was a whole arc with a character on House having Huntington's. That was like, what's her name's character? Wow, I can't think of the actress's name, and she's like one of the more famous actresses from that show. I can, yeah, God, I can't think of her name now. You know the one. They like to do Huntington's, yeah. Because, you know, Huntington's lets, like, I think the idea is Huntington's, like, lets you have, like, a character with a terminal illness, but still lets them be a character that's not bedridden. And then you get the tension of, like, oh, is that a sign of Huntington's? Is that a sign of Huntington's? To, like, build that tension and conflict into anything that you can just do with any time. Or you can ignore it for entire seasons, and that's, like, reasonably plausible as well. Would be my guess. I'm not a writer. I do not have an English degree redeem. Yeah, 13. What is that actress's name, though? That's bugging me. Olivia Wilde, that's it. Yep. She's in a bunch of stuff, isn't she? I feel like she's in a bunch of stuff. Good use of shriek message, not Sunny. Good use of shriek message. I don't know how I feel about the streak stuff overall. But if you do funny things with it, you will get those +2s. And that's what we're all here for, aren't we, folks? That's what we're all here for. Yeah. Like, I saw somebody, I forget who, I don't know if it was here or somewhere else, talk about how, like, it's neat for, like, smaller streamers. Like, I guess technically my stream would qualify. But, like, you know, a nice little neat thing for, like, driving engagement. But, like, somebody who has, like, thousands of viewers, that just seems like, oof. Five gold rings. Get over here. Should have turned off the notification. I did filter them out of my activity feed because they kind of flood out like follows and subscriptions and point redeems and stuff. Yeah. All right, so. Right. Tell me what you know about awkward silence. I don't want you to be silent, but talk about awkward silence. That's such an amazing redeem. A+. Yeah, I, like, crawl out of my skin when there's an awkward silence. Like, the deliberate awkward silence last night wasn't bad, because I was deliberately trying to play up, like, just, like... Because, you know, awkward silence doesn't mean fully silent, right? Like, you just hear, like, somebody shuffle in their chair. You hear somebody, yep, this... Okay. 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 Wait, but no, I can't start here. I can't, I have to do this. Going to Ash Twin. We're going to Ash Twin. Back in Allison's day, a 5-stream streak was about how many rivers you crossed to walk to school. Ain't no rivers around here. I just walked through the snow. But yeah, no, awkward silence. Like, it's always... Imagine Gary Chalmers had to sit through while Skinner was freaking out about the oven being on fire. Yeah, you know, like, man, it's just that, like... It's so, like, physically... It's, like, such a physical reaction for me, right? Like, you know, obviously saying, like, my skin crawl is, like, a bit metaphorical, but it's, like, I just, like my hands just like tense up, like I just like I squeeze a fist. I'm just like I'm a champagne bottle that's been shook up, and like I am just desperate for somebody to pop that cork. Like I don't mind sitting in a comfortable silence. I don't need to fill the air with noise. I'm not that kind of person. I have friends who are, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm not. But when I know it's because something is being left unsaid, because there's some tension, something that somebody doesn't want to admit, whether it's like a romantic tension or an argument or something like that, it's just like, there are so few things I would rather experience. Like, it's miserable. Like, it is just miserable. Nope, don't go back in the ship. Ash Twin, also known as Mary Kate. +2. Do the kids know the Olsen twins? Did the kids know the Olsen twins? Yes? Okay. Awkward silence doesn't kill you, but secondhand embarrassment does. Interesting. I actually am not the worst with secondhand embarrassment. Like, I know for some people, like, watching a show like The Office is, like, really tough because of how awkward it gets. Whereas, like, you put on an episode of The Office, like, Dinner Party, which is probably my favorite episode of The Office, and it is, like, the most secondhand embarrassment, and I love it. I think it's the funniest stuff in the world. Like, it's great. I love The Office. The Office is, like... Correction. I love, like, half of The Office. If then Steve Carell left the show and they kept making the show. But we can't watch The Office for that exact reason. Oh, yeah, no, I live in it. I live in it. Yeah, pranks is a little bit weird because pranks are like on a scripted television show like The Office that's like fictional. It's not, you know, it doesn't bother you so much. When it's something where it's like when it's like somebody's like being deliberately deceived, where it's like something like often mean-spirited, that stuff bothers me. I don't like that stuff. But like when it's acting, when it's like just doing it for laughs, I love that stuff. I can't get enough of it. All right, I need to die. I need to die for my opinions on The Office. Whatever. Bonk. I have not watched The Curse. I actually don't think I'm familiar with it. Very sorry if you just heard a loud noise. Do not watch The British Office. I'm not going to watch anything with Ricky Gervais in it. I'm good. I am good there. Yeah. Muppets Most Wanted. Is Ricky Gervais in that? That's a shame. That's a shame if he is. It's Elias, but it's the Muppet. It is the Muppets. Like, ugh. It's almost that time of year for me to start watching the Muppet Christmas Carol again. Nope, that's not the way. Love the Muppets. Let's go Mups, baby. Oh no, I didn't like saying that. That sounded bad for some reason. Like, I don't know. It just sounded wrong. Yeah, it just feels bad, right? Like, I don't think it actually is bad, but I meant it to be, like, endearing and cute, and it had bad feel when I said it, so I'm not gonna say it again. Puppet swears. I'm not trying to swear the puppets. I love the Muppets. Like, come on. Come on. What are we doing? I don't know if it's a generational thing, but you don't care about Christmas much? Interesting. I have no idea. Alright, so, okay. So we're going here. Not like Yuletide sort of vibes. I love the spirit of Christmas. Like, I'm not big on, like... I'm not a terribly good gift giver. But I just like the cheer. I like that it's a reason to be with my family. I like just the good vibes, the positivity, it's a much nicer time to exist. People are a little bit nicer to each other, you know? Or at least they are in my world. Like, there's a lot of good feelings associated with Christmas for me, so it yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly it. And I like Christmas movies. They're all uplifting and have a positive message, and they're just... I don't know, I like being happy, and Christmas is a happy time for me. I don't know that it goes any deeper than that. So presumably... What if... Ha-ha! Knew it. I knew it. Your streamer is such a smart person. Maybe Christmas, especially if it's snowy. I like a little bit of snow. I don't like a lot of snow because I don't like shoveling. And now that my parents are in their 70s and they're by themselves, like, I don't love the thought of them having to snow. They have a snowblower, so it's not the end of the world. But like, you know, it's still, I don't want them out there too much. But snow is very pretty, so, you know. I am scared to walk in here. Oh god, oh god, this is so claustrophobic. Oh. What do I think is in here? I don't know, but I'm scared. Never heard of a snowblower. Is it like a leaf blower? Kind of. Like, you know, it's a mechanical shovel, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Okay. Door. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Like this. Like, think of it like a lawnmower. And then the snow gets blown to the side or whatever to get like out of the driveway or like off your walkway or whatever. Okay. Okay. This is where I came in. Oh God! What? What do you mean? You can't be having a hand reach out of the darkness. I have reduced frights on, damn it. Not reduced enough. All right. Hey. Are you going to eat me if I stand next to you? No? Talk to the prisoner. Who are you? Okay. All right, we're your friend. Okay. I will mirror your emotions. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, what do you got for me? All right, we got so this is a prison. Old one horn here. So one horn exists in one of those things. That's probably relevant. They went to that thingy. We know where that is. And that broke the Pokeball. Now the Eye of the Universe is no longer in containment. And everybody disliked that. Damn. Damn. They really disliked that. Alright, well, okay, so the Pokeball. You're pure Meow Meow? You can't call him a Meow Meow. Your stream crashed. And now the eye is trapped again. Alright, so. Thank you. What? What? The Hearth? Hey! We know that guy. Oh no, the music. Vessel. Ooh. That's what killed the vessel. Or no, that's where the vessel found the eye, was during that. And they warped over to find the eye and they got stuck in Dark Bramble. Oh. And there's the escape pods. That's why they lost the signal, yeah. And now the Nomai are building their There's the interloper, killing them all. Man. Hey, I know that guy. That's not our ship, though. That's, that's the thing in the museum! Okay, so this is the earlier, so that would have been like Feldspar. Aww. I want to be an astronaut. Aww. Oh, because we're watching our... I see what's going on here, because we're blasting into our own brain, kind of. Yeah? Is there more? Nope, head empty. Yeah, there you go. You can have it back. Hey! 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 What? Okay. Alright, so the elevator's back. Okay. I need you all to know, I was like a half second away from meditating. What a disaster that would have been. I really want to use this thing. Does that do anything? No. I guess we, I guess we go. Can't see shit. Swear jar. Oh. Alright, more visions. We're gonna ride off. Okay, so this seems like that's not a recording. That seems like it's what's going to happen. We're just gonna do Return of the King. Wait, where? Buddy? My guy, where did you go? My guy. There's too many sad faces in the chat. I met this person 3 minutes ago and they were called a prisoner. We're best friends. My freedom from eternal imprisonment. That's cool, but what about me? Where does that leave me? Can I? Oh, I can't see it. Okay. What if? Okay. No. It does not want me to have that. Okay. Go! Echoes of the Eye. They're called footprints. Wait, was that the end? Yeah? Huh. Something more to do if you redo the OG ending. All right, so is it just straight up redo the OG ending? Are there any other steps that I need to take prior to it? Okay, so in that case, so what we're gonna do is this. It's a little early, but I'm gonna take our 5-minute break now. Totally, I'm so sorry. But that sequence is a little lengthy. So So I'm gonna take like a brief break to run the ads. I'm gonna get up for like 5 minutes, like literally only 5 minutes, definitely not till the top of the hour. Um, just so that the ad break, I'm not worried about the ad break during all of this. Then, so get up, stretch your legs, get a snack, because when I come back from the break, we are going to Ash Twin. This means I have to go back to Dark Bramble. I like to know story detail windows. First of all, let me check the yes or no questions here. Oh God, oh no, everything is on fire. Urgent help needed. Should I call the fire department? Please answer quickly. Yes. Thank you for the redeem. Yeah, so what do you got, Claire? Let me get things set back up here. I don't want to take too long of a break. I'll probably end up taking another like very quick break after this. So, main game. No more happiness in Marionette. All right, let me see what Claire's got. Or nah, I gotta doze for a while. Say 4 minutes. At the final section, at the waterbed, there were footprints leading to water. Our buddy went into the water to extinguish the artifact fire and finally die for good. Oh, I did miss that detail. You're right. You're right. Right, because they were stuck in there. They like couldn't die. Wow. How about that glitch? Wait, yeah, what about that glitch? What? Doesn't matter, we're going to Ash Twin. Could they just blow out their own fire? I guess they could. Here's the dam starting to break. Okay. No deeper mystery. Yeah, they could just blow out their own fire. They didn't know everybody was dead. Oh, so they... Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yes, I would love to know what's going on with the dam. I'm so not good at piecing these things together. Like, can I tell you, I had so much anxiety yesterday about the English major redeems and all of these things, and like listening to Jelly and Mouse go into all of this analysis, and I'm like, I'm no dummy, you know, I'm not dumb. Like, I was an AP kid in school. Like, I'm used to like, I can string a sentence together. Like, you know, I cannot analyze, like I do not have that level of media analysis in me that the two of them do, and Smoker the White for that matter. So I was just sitting there like, trying my damnedest not to make a fool of myself. They had the budget to add air physics into the Matrix game. The ship moves away from the sun as time progresses. The glitch on the screen is also caused by it basically deploying solar sails to fly away after who knows how many years. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. Yes or no question. I assume that's if you were in a simulation and dead in real life, and your continued existence was tied to a lantern with an open flame, and if that flame gets extinguished, you will die, for real, would you fill your simulation with crooked little paths over water that someone could easily fall into? Like, I suppose the presumption there that may or may not be true is that they built them knowing full well that that would be the case, because the interpretation I have of all of it is that the Matrix there was basically like a simulation of the world that they destroyed in order to build the Stranger. So it's more that it was they were reclaiming their way of life. They didn't realize the risks of what they were doing. So yes, in effect. And also, like, in that situation, you're basically a lich, right? So all you need to do is place your phylactery somewhere safe, and you're immortal. Easy. Don't program the hurt box into the water, are they stupid? Yeah, no kill volumes. Saber goes for the spooky vibes. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm really curious to see what the setting is like, because on its own, that did feel a little bit anticlimactic. Listen, I thought there was going to be a credits roll or something. Like, it was good. Don't get me wrong, but I guess I was expecting something more conclusive. So maybe that conclusion is going to come from all of this. I don't want to go back to Dark Bramble. Wait. Wait, oh. You. Where's my ship? Uh-oh. Ship? We got places to be, ship! Ship? No! Uh-oh. So that's what, that's that was you're that was what I I wanted to my credit. God, that was the plan all along. I wanted to everybody had such a kick yesterday out of me dying to the quicksand in Lethal Company. So the believer economy is rough. All right, I think I still have Ash Twin. We're going to Ash Twin. I don't know if that worked. I forgot to sleep. Sorry, I can do it on number twin. Hater Junction. Listen, the fact that only 2 of you thought I was going to get through it on my first try, the rest of you have clearly never been here before. There was never any hope of me getting that on my first try. Like, there was never any hope. Yeah. Dalmek is correct. Oh, wait, no, wait. Hey, Chert. Wow, a lot of points on yes this time. Surely my form is on the up and up. I'll try to do you proud, but I don't know that I'd be voting yes. Quadding down. Oh, it's the wrong way. Honestly, the anglerfish are the least of my worries because I'm not racing. All right, no, I can't park it here because then the sand will take it. All right, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, this should be fine. I should be fine. Yeah, the trick to anglerfish is that I'm terrified of them, so I don't try to outrun them. I just tap the gas and then just drift. And trust that I'll make it in time. Coward? You're damn right I'm a coward. You're absolutely right I'm a coward. You think I'm ashamed of this fact? You think it brings me shame to be a coward with the big scary bonefish? You cannot shame me. Yeah, I know I have to target the vessel signal. I did remember that part. I cannot be shamed so easily. Think I can do it, but next time? We'll see. I have lived long enough for the bet to, like, actually close. I know I still got a few seconds left from the looks of it, but, I didn't die on my way here, that's my point. All right. We're on Ash Twin. I am at Ash Twin. I am in Ash Twin Station. Sorry, I can't do the guys. I'm not gonna try to do a British accent. Wait. Come on. No, hey, get over here. All right. My ship is right where I... Jesus Christ. All right, so computer. Yeah, okay. It ain't about that right now. No, I can do it from the vessel. Yep. Mark location on that. All right. Ah, come on. Don't do this to me. God. Fly into it? No. Listen, I see that 2 next to your name clearer. I know what you're doing here. You're just trying to fix the bet here. I see through your game. Think I don't know what you're up to? God, I love this music though. I can't wait to get into Dark Bramble for the music, like the filtered music. It's so good. How could it be if you landed on Sun Station real quick on the way? That would be extraordinarily cool. I am not Scott Manley. I can't do that. I do not love the Bramble, but oh, am I gonna make it? Yes. Yes, I am. Damn right I am. I'm scared. All right. As I recall, I think I go towards this one. In fact, if you die in green fire and enter the simulation, all the sounds from the real world are inaudible. You won't hear the dam breaking, you won't hear the bells ringing, you won't hear the end of cycle song. That is a really cool touch. Yeah, like, if they did another Outer Wilds, it would have to be its own thing entirely. Like... Oh, God! No! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! No, 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 no! No, no, no! God damn it! We are going to Ash Twin. No. Sleep till Ash Twin. VOD Watcher skip 30 minutes. VOD Watchers, this is the rest of this. I'm so sorry, Hooli. I'm so sorry to Hooli in particular. I'm so sorry, Hooli. I gotta lock in for Hooli. It's like 2 in the morning or something for Hooli. Now I can lock in. Going Ash Twin. $9K? Oh man. Oh man. This is what happens when I don't have a community goal going. Y'all are just out here being big spenders now. I need to deplete the economy again. Ooh, Cripple Boy sitting in the hospital who wants you to win this game. I know because I crippled him myself to inspire. Aw. Thanks, Hooli. Nope, wrong button. Like, you actually brute force data mine the code that requires that you die, and if you use those codes and leave the simulation, you can see the prisoner's corpse and the artifact. Oh, interesting. This time for sure. The important thing is, the anglerfish ate me. I got a little scared, but it was okay. It was okay, mostly. Like, it didn't ruin me. It could have been worse. So I can do it one more time, and ideally only one more time. Also, an Easter egg in the simulation on top one on the roof of the houses. Little owl with the Korok mask? Oh, that's cute. Yahaha. Soon will the watermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. When all the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You ever think about how Wellerman basically sounds like Leak Spin? Like Soon may no element come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. You ever think of that? Where is it? There it is. I'm sure Slang or someone could explain like the exact reasoning behind. I just got ears. Where is my ship? That's not where I left it. That is not where I left my ship. That is not where I left my ship. Oh, I was just saying that like the Wellerman, that shanty song, musically is very reminiscent of the Leak Spin song. I was like, if anybody can break down why, it would be you. Don't do it. Listen, like your second stream, you said something about the owls reminding you of Zelda. I believe in the files prisoner is named after a Zelda owl. No way. You don't know Leak Spin? Oh, Leak Spin is like old internet. Or I guess at this point, it's old internet. It's LEEK Spin. And yeah, it's a sample of a larger song or something like that, I believe. Is the lore. Yeah. Spin. Oh, is that a Miku thing? I didn't even know that. Alright. Alright, I gotta stop looking at chat. I gotta lock in. Poko song was made before Miku. Okay. I gotta wait. I gotta be careful. We did it. Now we just drift through here. God, I hate this part. How y'all doing, chat? I realize, you know, there are parts of me that I play up a little bit when the light's red for entertainment value. I need you to know that all the fear during this particular part is extremely genuine and authentic. Like, it's just me. You watch someone do this Feldspar style, and that someone was clearer. Doing this Feldspar style sounds nightmarish. I think I'm safe to pump. Yep. Oh no! Get in there, get in there, get in there. Okay. That's fine. Suits on. My poor no, my friends. Doing this for Solanum. Doing this for Solenum, doing it for our piss prisoner friend. We're doing it for all of them. What? What? Okay, hang on. Okay, Paul, come here. Okay. Now we're doing bam, bam. Next. Little bow tie. Boom. Do a little end looking thing. Oh no! 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 Oh wait, okay, I remember. I have to. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Oh my god. No. Okay, okay, okay. We're fine. Everybody be cool. There we go. Now I do this, I think. Wait, no, no, no. There, yeah. I gotta. Wait, hang on. There we go. Okay. We're at the Eye of the Universe. They put it back. They were like, hang on, let me just help you with that, you dummy. This is where it was supposed to be. Just don't go yet. Why not go yet? What should I do? Can see the thing that blocks the signal from here. No, that's just a star exploding. Am I blind? Wait, is that it right there? Yep, there it is. There it is. Source of all our problems. Look at that. And it's just orbiting around. Huh. My presumption would be that that was not there without the DLC, right? Like, that would just be crazy. That's it, I may go. Yeah, that's really cool. Now, I remember last time I came here, I overthought it a little bit, so we're not going to be doing that this time. Oh, yeah, Oh, yeah, you know what? You're so right, actually. Whee! Perfect. Speedrunners can reach it physically? That's crazy. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? No, I'm not. Am I? I remember that there was lightning that was a little jump scary. Yeah, alright. I'm going the right way. The shipless speedrun. That's crazy. It's very interesting to me. I understand why this game has a speedrun community. It actually does lend itself to it very, pretty well, right? But narratively, it just feels so at odds with what this game is, even though mechanically it's actually pretty cool for it. Weird little, like dissonance, almost. Looks like you're shipping the Matrix due to where the map is loaded. That's cool. That's cool. All right, yeah, so this is where I overthought it for an embarrassingly long time. I may have been a little embarrassed by that for a while. Here we go. Whee! Do I have to do that anglerfish jump scare again? All right, so I assume this is all the same, so forgive me if I rush through this a little bit. VOD watchers, just watch my original series if you want to see all of this. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't remember when it is, though. All right, so I'm just going to go right in. No dilly-dallying, right? No reason for me not to go right in. Just one DLC thing there? All right, well, that would make sense, actually. You can count bitch if you want. The radio tower on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmission from our deep space satellite and house some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system. Ooh. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. This species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but, horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against the decision and was able to briefly release the eye signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in the solitude for this betrayal. Man. You cannot count it when I'm explaining what it is. What you do, yes, no. This is why I call you Mouse Cord Sisyphus. Man, the owl guys kind of suck. Right? Like, they kind of suck. Like, damn, dude. Like, okay, somebody going rogue and, like, doing something against the will of the people. Okay, sure. But what the hell? They're, like, the opposite of the Nomai in a lot of ways, huh? What? Do I even regret calling them Hooters now? Themes! Ow. Tree! They're around here somewhere. No detail / coincidence. 2 eyes, then 3 eyes, then 4 eyes. Yeah, I bet that it was on purpose. This place looks so cool. I forgot how cool this place looks. There's all the floating lights and everything. Like, I realized that they're, like, representative of galaxies exploding and stars going supernova. But, you know, it gives it, like, you know, it really ties into all of the forest architect, or, like, the forest imagery, right? Of, like, these are, like, June bugs, like, fireflies. Like, I don't know how many of you have, like, gotten to spend time in the woods in the summer with this fireflies and everything. It's like a little nostalgia injection for me. I can't even switch frequency. Here we go. This is right by me, right? After all this, it's still me. I know that's from Undertale, even though I haven't played Undertale. Please look forward to those streams. That is one of the things I know about about Undertale. After all, it's still Tree. Hang on. You think I'll like Undertale? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm looking forward to those streams. I have a vague sense of when I think I might want to do them. Hey, man. Hey, Esker. Remember Esker, everybody? Do you hear music? Sorry, I am going to do all these dialogues again because I want to, and you're going to have to deal with that. Whoa! That was too much of a jump. That was also too much of a jump. Low gravity. Realize you skipped dinner. You should eat. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. Might not even exist here. Oh, this is... That's right. Solanum. Just, God. God. The Nomai, like, the Nomai were just, like, they were insane. They were actually insane. Like, let's be clear, the Nomai were insane for thinking that they should blow up the sun for science, but they had a reason, and they cared about each other. Like, they were such a communal, like, their hearts were always in the right place, even if they were insane, and what more can you ask for? Here's Quirky. Like, they just had that, like the heart of an explorer, right? The heart of a scientist, which sometimes they should have probably stopped to ask if they should. But, that inquisitiveness was just... Hey, man. Hypothesis. Everyone must be here before we can begin. Once they arrive, I believe we'll be ready for the next step. I'm glad you remembered. You're damn right I remembered you, Solanum. Damn right. Can someone give me the heads up when I'm coming to the anglerfish part? Is it now? You're sure it's not now? It's not now. This is Chert. Okay. Hey, guys. Oh, this is the one. Okay, yeah, I remember. This was the clue for, That's right. Here we go. Do I hear Gabbro? Oh, hey, was Wizard NX? Is that how you say your name? Hi. I finished Echoes of the Eye, and now I was told to finish the game again. The Quiet Shade. Wait, I heard a harmonica. Is this the part where I should close my eyes? Yes? Okay. Not now? Only if I'm reaching for the harmonica. What? Get the thing. There we go. Gabbro, my bud. That's new, right? This is the prisoner. I was walking into a tree because it was dark. Wait. Oh. That's like a grave, isn't it? That is a grave. Oh, man. There's the kids from town. Timber Hearth. The Nomai. It ain't about you yet, Feldspar. Man, the little arm, like, okay. Like, that's such a... That's so just... Oh, man, I'm gonna cry. It's never the big stuff. You know, it's... It's never the big stuff. Sorry, I living alone sucks sometimes. Look at the pictures again. They're all gone. Man. It's me. There we are. It's all of us. It's me, it's you, it's everyone who's been on this journey, whether directly or indirectly. And the heat death of the universe does not care. Oh, God. Okay, man. Listen, I'm trying to have an emotional moment here. Like, I'm getting really sentimental here for my Twitch view. Come on, man. Like, I'm being vulnerable here. I'm bearing my soul here. I actually am crying and like, one last jump scare. Hey, that one didn't get me, so there. Jesus. Okay. Okay. I actually have a question. All of that text I couldn't read. Is the idea that you can just never read that, or was there a way to learn how to read all that text, like all the error unknown language stuff? You can't. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk in a straight line. Chat, let me know if I walked into something. I can see chat, but not the game. Or let me know when it's over. Go right. I can just... I missed it. Alright, I just gotta tank it. Fine. If you go to the Hearthian and gives you the translator, you can say, hey, if I find a new language, can you translate it? And they give the sensible response of, maybe give me a few years. That makes sense? I'm gonna sit back in my chair. Wait, now I can just leave, right? The fish only triggers once? Wait, the fish isn't there at all? I missed it because I wasn't looking at it. It was a quantum fish? My god. Hey man, why are you all the way over here? When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult a truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness. Obfuscated, then lost. I could see... Obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right. Yet I am still of my kind, and you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so, a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Wow. They're really just saying, hey, have you thought about morals? To that I say, remember us. Remember that we once lived. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Amen, brother. Oh! Come on, man! There we go. Okay. Okay. So if you say no and you turn around, so he's just gone if you turn around, right? Like, that's the play there. He either shows up at the fire or he's gone. I gotta, hang on. No one has ever said no. Yeah, if you're a monster. If you just find unforgivable. But this is the one, like, finding this unforgivable would be crazy because this is the one person in the society who tried to right the wrong. Like, even if you try to condemn an entire species, which is insane, this is the one who stands in opposition to all of that. That would be a crazy stance to take. Look at their little owl hands. Look at their little feet. They got teeny little feet. Like, they're just little guys. This little guy is so cute. He wouldn't even be here without his actions. It's true. Pretty big guys? No, they're little guys. They're little guys. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal for how briefly I set it free. Yep, here we are. Are you ready for the final step? I am. You know, forgive me, I'm about to talk about Nier Automata's ending. So if that's something you don't want to hear about, take a minute. I remember, ending E. Obviously, it's pretty well known at this point. So even if you're not worried about spoilers, like, you know, the whole thing with clearing your save. Overall, I was saying yesterday on the charity stream, in fact, I don't remember a damn thing about Nier Automata's story. There was something with the humans were dead or something. I truly do not remember. But I remember how I felt when the game asked me to delete my save. And just that sense of finality that, you know, I was done with the game. I did all that stuff and it was done and it's time to move on. I'm not someone who replays games very often. Certain games, especially childhood games, I will. But for the most part, I play a game, it goes on the shelf and it's never thought of again. So in a sense, I do that all the time. But being confronted with it directly was very interesting to me. I thought that was a very effective emotional beat. Something that really resonated with me and I'll think about for the rest of my life. I am having... Yeah, I need to play Replicant. I need to play Replicant. I know that... I almost called a real name. I know that Mouse always says that Replicant did everything that Automata did first. But I'm sitting here with this prompt in front of me knowing that when I played Outer Wilds, I knew back in July that I had this DLC to do. This time, though, this feels so much more final. I'm never going to play this game again. Like, there's no reason for me to. This is it. I'm just done with the game after this. And it's a game that left such a mark in me. That, like, I'm actually kind of emotional about this. It's goodbye for good. Let's hear the song. Then it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. Oh, I talked to them all individually. Yeah. If you think I'm not sitting here for a minute, it is your first time here. Oh, I don't have a choice in the matter. That's right. Hey guys. Bye guys. Wah! Yeah, definitely not a huge difference in the ending, but I can understand why you all wanted me to do that again. And I'm, especially as a stream, it's good to have a little send off. Oh my god, you can. Oh! Vibration. Controller vibrated. Nah, I'm happy to hear the buds again. I'm happy I did that. Outer Wilds. These were great streams. Talk about how the owl people represent fascism. Oh, hey, Blizzy. I'll be honest, I was pretty mixed on Echoes of the Eye overall. The stealth stuff obviously got to me. It felt a bit more straightforward. I missed my spaceship. But it had a lot of moments. Like, it had a lot of good stuff in it as well. Watching it all play out. The raft was really cool. I liked navigating the world again. I thought the artifact was a neat little gimmick. I had a good time with it overall, but the vibes were elevated so much. Forgive me. It's gonna take me a little bit to get through my words here. Outer Wilds was the second game I streamed on here, right? 4 months ago, whatever it was. And the first game was mostly a test run with Skin Deep. I had a good time with Skin Deep, but this was the game, and I'm a very sentimental person, and I really like this game, and I liked sharing it with all of you. And if you were just here for Outer Wilds, thank you for sharing that with me. If you were just here to watch me play Outer Wilds, I understand. That's cool. I really love this game. And if you're here, you're just here for 2. You're not gonna let me live that one down, I have a feeling. But I would have liked this game a lot regardless. I really would have. This is a phenomenal game, but this this is the game that informed me why streaming is really fun, why it's really cool, and what I can gain out of it, how it can enhance an experience. And because I stream games for friends on Discord and stuff, but that's a vibe of its own. That feels like sitting on the couch with somebody, right? But this is a vibe where anybody can walk in and just become a part of it all. And I could sit here and think about all the parasocial crap or whatever. Like, I don't care right now. It's always so exciting to me having people come along and be excited to share in this, and even if they just want to see somebody and see how they react and how they, whatever. I'm just rambling, but thank you all for being here and for sharing these streams with me. And yeah, I dark rambling. Queer's just here for bug snacks. Yeah, thank you all. It's really cool, and this is a game that just the emotions just get to me so hard. Yeah, I had a great time. My conclusion with Echoes of the Eye is that it had an impossible act to follow. I'm gonna snooze those ads. Forgive me, I had to alt tab. I'm just gonna do it myself. I think Echoes of the Eye had an impossible act to follow, so it was never going. Oh shoot! I meant to skip the ads, and I triggered them instead. I am going to sit in silence for 2 minutes and 30. God damn it, Del. No. I'm gonna check Discord because somebody mentions me on Mousecord. Bluesy, thank you for the gift sub to Kaylee. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I pressed the wrong button. Clearer? 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 I'm waiting for the accidental ad break to finish. Not doing anything until after the ad break because I feel terrible. God, we're back. We're back. Well, okay. All the emotional beats I had just, welcome to my streams, everyone. A few disparate memories, but can't help but feel the best parts of the owls were never shown. Yeah, I think I agree with Will. If Will is still stuck in ads, though, I'm gonna wait until I see the actual countdown finish, just in case. Where's my scout? Where's my scout? Where's the skort? Homestar, where's the skort? Oh, the guy is there. And there's the scout. There's the scout. I did throw the scout. So, Will, first of all, my sincere apologies for that ad break. I meant to snooze them, not trigger them. I meant to snooze them. I did the exact opposite of that because those buttons are next to each other. So, my deepest apologies. I'm so sorry. Will, to your point, though, about, you know, issue like a race that you're invited to hate and not getting to talk to them, like the fact that you only talk to them through the prisoner, the person who was shunned by that race, definitely is a little strange. Like we do see these glimpses of the fact that they're just a people, right? Like we see the little emotional moments they have. We see in some of the slides the grief that they go through, right? That like they when they see what happens with the eye, like they go through all the stages of grief, they just kind of stop at anger. They shun their religion. They burn down everything. They destroy everything, and they say that this thing is evil and we're going to suppress it or whatever. That's the reaction they had to it all. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it was evil, but it was evil born of fear, which I think is really human. For better or worse. You know, they saw something and they reacted to it. Did they react to it the right way? No. But Nomai are kind of impossibly ideal. I think that's fair. I think that's fair too. You know, it's a very common thing for writing and storytelling that you're taking like each character, or in this case, each race is like, you know, you're taking a part of yourself. You're taking this part of your personality and like turning it into a character to examine that character. Like obviously, like, you know, the Nomai represent a really scientific, analytical nature of ourselves. The Hearthians are just have that sense of wonder to them, and just being crazy little guys. And I think the Hooters, it really, yeah, like I can't help but interpret them through the thought of fear. Like how they owls explore the idea of what if you're afraid of things coming to an end. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Claire, that like, if you grab one of the artifact, think die in one of the green fires, you just hang out in the simulation with the other Hooters. Give me a sec to get the exact text. Okay. It's just like so much of the bad shit in this world is just that we're afraid of what we don't understand, right? And that they were presented with something that's impossible to understand, or impossible to accept, I think is probably the better way to put it, right? Like, we all know that the heat death of the universe is coming, but we also know that it's very unlikely to affect any of us who are alive right now. That's a problem for generations well beyond ours, if humanity even exists that far into the future. Whereas they were confronted with the apocalypse, essentially. And how much time has passed? They don't even bother to hunt you anymore. Time passes and passes until your life before is some half-remembered dream. If only you could wake up. Oh, that's screwed up. Oh, man. That's screwed up. Holy cow. Jeez. Strategy stuck in limbo. I think when they kick you out of the VR world with no introductions means that you can't do anything for them, so have to move on to give the stranger its proper ending. Yeah, there's probably something that could be said there for, like, much like the time loop in general, of just, like, you're stuck in the situation, and is it really your choice to make? No. It's nobody's choice to make, but it has to end at some point, right? So, implication that they just went to sleep and never wanted to wake up anymore and died there. It is pretty crazy. You could brush your teeth and put a little makeup. Yeah, I think that's the thing that Echoes of the Eye did well, because the thing that Outer Wilds does well. It's where it's really transparent about what it wants you to feel and what it wants you to think about the game overall. I mean, and the owls are just so human in a way that even the Hearthians aren't necessarily. So you just see this ugly side of them. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's one of the things that Echoes of the Eye is very cool about. Yeah, I'm also, like, to be my sap before I accidentally press the wrong button, something that I will do in the future. Yeah, no, I'm so happy to have all of you with me, and I get so excited whenever I see a new face pop up in chat, or somebody who pops up after being gone for a while. Like Booberry was here at the start of the stream, Cooper Fox, like a variety of other names too. I don't mean to just pick on you two. But you know, it's cool. Like, I don't try to seek out validation from watching a number go up, because that's awful, and down that road lies madness. But I like to think we built something pretty neat here. So, you know, thank you all so much. I still got another hour of stream to go on my bank account. I do like watching my bank account go up. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That part is really cool. Because, yeah, that part is cool. Listen, I'm gonna be honest about that too. Like, to me, I'm not gonna pretend like, oh gosh, you don't need the blah blah blah. Like, that money helps me with my life. It helps me do things for the stream. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like that's not a benefit for doing all of this. That would be fake, and I'm nothing if not genuine. Like, that is the only thing I know how to do, is to be honest about how I feel. And I feel that money is cool. I don't do it to be money grubbing. I'm not trying to grift anybody out of a dime. It's just a reality of this. So thank you, Kaylee. So, you know, one guy just sat in the one room watching a movie on loop, apparently forever. All these instruments and other things around untouched. It's just movie time forever. Most of the instruments would be dusty if dust was in the simulation. Yeah. Gosh, yeah, I don't even know what I would do in that situation. They did all go to the rave house and sang together. Like you could interpret, I guess, if you wanted to, and I think it's a pretty fair interpretation, that like the owls that we see in the simulation were just processing their grief in their own way and finding their own life, assuming they knew that they were dead, which I imagine they did. That they were just, you know, trying to just embrace whatever simulacrum of life they had left. And finding whatever joy they could, whether it's watching old movies, whether, like, because like the one was like watching a movie of their home, it was a moon, not a planet, like their home moon, and just, you know, enjoying it. The others were coming together for their rave, and then there was an outside interloper, so they just said, you don't belong here, because they were a very fearful culture. They you know, they were afraid of the unknown, and you were an unknown. Chat was inconclusive. Did you see the Easter egg ending in the Ash Twin project? I have been told about that one, and I know what it like says and does and stuff. I have not firsthand done it myself, but I don't think I want to at this point. I have seen it though. It's very cool. Despite everything, the first instinct on getting you out was to just blow your fire out. Yeah, like yeah, they snap your spine if they have to, but they just kind of like just get out. You don't belong here. This isn't yours. Go away. Then they snap your spine if you don't have that, which is funny. Which is funny. Yeah, no, it's a pretty good game y'all got here. And to find a way to fit a new story thematically. Yeah, like it all the themes fit directly into what like both for like as far as like the story being told and like what they're experiencing and the different ways they're processing their emotions, and also mechanically with all the manipulation of light and dark and how all of that plays into it. It does not feel shoehorned in, despite being literally shoehorned in. Yep, that is true. That is true. I'm so curious to see what Mobius will do next, and I am willing to wait so long for whatever that is. And there is a voice in my head that's like, it won't be as good. Because how do you follow this? But I am really, really curious to see whatever they cook next. It could be half as good at this, and I'll be like it'll be like, all right, well, this isn't that good, but it's Mobius. That's okay. They're allowed that. They're allowed to have a miss. Like with the stealth sections in Echoes of the Eye, they're allowed to have a miss. Like they at least for me, because my interpretation of this game is that it's, you know, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played, straight up. So yeah, Mobius can miss forever. Like they banked up all that goodwill. Mobius apparently just hired a new designer. That's cool. That's cool. Back to the answer question that you don't even really think of as a question. Why did the eye signal disappear? Yeah, because like it you know, so much of what we see in Bayside Wilds is just about the randomness of the world or of the universe and how shit just happens, and how brutal and unforgiving that truth is. But wait, hey, what if there was a reason and it wasn't just random? That's really cool too. Make the same game but everything deals double damage now. I don't know what. Why is there some popular game that came out recently that did something like that? I don't know. Doesn't sound real. Joe said he didn't like how this took away some of the mystique of the eye. I don't know that I agree that it does take away the mystique. Like it just showed that like the eye not communicating wasn't random. It wasn't like, it certainly wasn't a targeted thing. It was because somebody was stopping it from talking. But the eye is still just, at least to me, the eye is still just as weird as ever. Joe is going to have a much more thoughtful take on that than I will, as far as like critique goes. But no, I don't think see, I mean, I can disagree with them. I just won't be able to explain it as well. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the trap with people who are very, very thoughtful and intelligent and have all this background where it's like, they can present you this really, I go through this with Mouse. They can present this really thoughtful and thorough and fleshed out argument and like cite sources and explain exactly how it makes it feels in very articulate words. And I'm like, yeah, but I disagree, because the game made me feel emotions. And that's all I got is emotions. I got some words. I got some pretty okay words, but I mostly just have emotions. So it's hard for me to be like, Joe has very similar thoughts to me. I just remember he said that. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you know, oh God, watching the letters all tear apart is so fun to me. You know, so it's, caution game developer. All right, you know what we're doing? We still got an hour left in this stream. You know what we're doing? We're doing the dulls. We're doing the dulls. Where do I want to start? Let's start with Scrandle. Let's start with Scrandle. All right. Thank you all so much. If you're not here for dulls, the rest of the stream is just going to be nonsense. So, Bug Snacks starts on Monday. We're going right into the Bug Snacks. I decided right this second. We're going into the Bug Snacks on Monday. So, yep. Please clip everything funny. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, Bug Snacks on Monday. I am going to continue streaming for the next hour. Just going to do whatever pops into my head. So, yeah, it's late for all of you Euros, and for any of you who have to eat or whatever. You have a lovely night. For the rest of you who can't get enough of me for some reason, we're gonna do some dulls. We're gonna do the dull. Time to undo those good vibes. All right, let me, all right, weather's gonna go away for a bit. Window capture. Okay. All right, hopefully that's big enough. Let me, ideally. Does that look good to you all? All right, Hooli, have a wonderful night. Sure is never a good answer for me, for the record. Sure means that it could mean anything. Could be a smidge wider. Okay. Can I? Yeah, we're gonna stretch it out a little bit. How about that? How's that? Except for whatever's on the right. Swang, have a wonderful night. Big stretch, nice. So we're good. Straight. All right, I'm gonna start. All right. So this is the bonus round. This is for those who come later. Make sure it's nice. All right. So we got loaded chicken loaded chicken nachos. Those are really loaded nachos for 13.8 American pounds. And we have Stockport County, we have beef brisket and potato pie in all butter pastry for 4 British pesos. Here's my thing, and tell me if I'm off base here. But you know what I see with these foods? I see this crap. What do you mean there's a watermark on here? What do you mean there's a watermark in here? That's crap. We're going left. All right. Thank you for votes. Yep. All right. So let's get started here. So, oh, God. Pork and gravy roll versus cheese pizza. That's not... What is that pizza? That's... Brazil, Claire's gone, right? Claire, and Double Jumper. What are your people doing here? Wait, no, is this tomorrow's? Wait, okay, no, wait. Abort. Yep. I have to save that, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna be doing those on stream tomorrow. Shoot. Okay, there's a history mode to do today? Okay. Please hold. History. 23rd. Play history. Okay. Instead of hiding the window for Firefox, wait, no. Cancel. Nope, that's wrong window. Nope. There we go. There we go. There we go. I did not have any scandalous browser tabs open, thank goodness. Not that I ever would. Obviously. Yeah, all right. Thank you all much for catching that. All right. So now we're here for new pies versus nachos. Wait, isn't this the one? No, that was an air pie that we had yesterday, right? This is a new pie versus nachos, which are like the saddest looking nachos I've ever seen. I say that to so many of the Scrandle nachos, but oh, I did do yesterday's. No, that's right. Ah, crap. Rattle. We're going to Rattle. Hang on. Don't worry, I know I have to adjust the scene too. All right, how is that? How is that? Sure is not a helpful answer. Good? Okay. All right. Okay, so this week's riddles unpack common tropes in crime fiction. The mail part of blackmail doesn't mean sending letters. It comes from a Scottish term for paying rent. I did not know that. The black part denoted payment by goods or waivers as opposed to white rent paid in silver. One of the most notable mystery novels with blackmail is Raymond Chandler's The Big Sleep, later adapted to film by Howard Hawks, featuring the captivating Bogey and Bacall. Alright, so we got black, something black, opportune, black blank, or as we used to call it, just blank. Add a letter to the front of black, so not that. Black is one blank, end with the spiral black. Zebra? No. Append a letter to black, nope, it's not that. Change a letter in black to get a black. Maybe not. Drop a letter. Nope, not that. Email status that sounds like black. Nope. One who interfaces with customers at a black opposite of black is white. No. Black's partner. I don't think that's it. Snail mail? Yep, alright, cool. Snail blank, add a letter to the front of blank to get something found at the beach. It's a 5-letter word. A blank is one snail, animal with a spiral shell. Okay. Okay. Add a letter to the front of blank to get something found at the beach. Shell. Hell? Alright, cool. Blank is one hell. So we're dropping 2 letters from the, or no, adding 2 letters from the previous one. Email status, it sounds like blank, hell. That's not an email status. When information with customers at a blank is not hell. Heaven. All right, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Never heard of snail mail. That's just like for like physical, regular mail, as opposed to email. It was a term that caught that became when email was like fairly new. That was the distinction that got made a lot. But paper. Heaven blank. A 4-letter word. Drop a letter on blank to no. I don't think I have something for this. Let me go back. Something black, no. Opportune? We're not appending a letter. Rack. Doing it. Watch my pro way of doing this. No, okay. Blank? Hey! Hey! That clue made no sense to me at all. We just brute force. We're brute force gamers. Alright, so we got something blank, opportune. Blank is one something. Drop a letter from in blank to get a part of a river bank. Nope, not a river bank. Something bank, opportune. A bank is one blank. Append a letter to bank to get a coin. Email status that sounds like bank. One who interfaces with customers at a bank, a teller. A teller is one. Email status that sounds a teller's partner is pen. Penny to append a letter. Penny is 1 cent. Email status sounds like sent is sent. There we go. There we go. Rattle. Rattle. Let's do, what do we do? Do Gamedel. I like Gamedel. Yeah. I don't like the last part of Gamedel, but, alright, let's guess the breast. Let's do it. That is Cassandra. Nope. That is definitely Dragon Age. Is that Liliana? Nope. Oh, it's not Dragon Age at all. Okay. That looks so Dragon Age to me. You know exactly what that is? I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. Pretty sure you know this. Is that Shadowheart? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. All right, so we got cover art now. This, This looks 90s. This looks nice. I'm gonna say like Legacy of Kain. Probably Soul Reaver if I had to guess. Nope. All right, we got a person with a gun. Wall. Is this Doom? It's like Doom 64. Nope. Wow. Anybody in chat got any idea? I've got guesses, but nothing really strong. God, all of the Euros are gone, except for Eevee, I think. Everyone else is like, oh, game's over, I can go to bed, thank God. Dune to the bomb head, think Serious Sam. Oh, Serious Sam is a good guess, actually. Contra? No, wait, no, I like Contra. Contra. Oh, it's Contra. Super Contra? Contra 3, the Alien Wars? Alien Wars? Hey, there we go. Contra 3, the Alien Wars. There we go. Having 3 a.m. dinner. Eevee, come on. All right, we got artwork. This looks like Full Throttle. Nope. Outer Worlds, maybe? Nope. Oh, this looks so familiar. What if it's something like SteamWorld Dig? Nope. Wait, no, what is this? Oh no, I should know this, shouldn't I? Oh no, this looks so familiar. Like, this is probably a huge clue, but I can't place it. It's not Borderlands, right? No. See, awkward if I ended up working on the game. That would be very funny. Oh man, this looks so familiar. Sunset Overdrive? Nope. Who are you? You forget the name. I see. Second icon on SteamWorld Dig. Indie. So I guess I shouldn't have guessed Borderlands, but indie PC game, yeah. What is that? Mac, yeah. That really doesn't narrow it down much, does it? Journey was also crossing my mind. I don't think it's Journey, but I got no better guesses, so. It is Journey. It is Journey. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I knew it looked familiar. Wait, no, the game was Haste. I ran out of guesses. Listen. I'm very observant, okay? I'm very observant. Who's Undertale? That is... Is that Cuphead? What? What do you mean correct franchise Cuphead? I've never played Cuphead. I don't know the names of any of the characters in Cuphead. Is it Mr. Cup? Mr. Cup. Mugman. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perry Costumes Grappling. Oh boy. Is this Street Fighter 6? No. Knockback Story Mode Arcade Mode. Huh. Cattleman? Hack and slash would make sense. Yeah, sure, I'll try Hi-Fi Rush. I like Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush. Boom. No. Team Battle, Martial Arts, and Throw System. Oh, no, this is a fighting game. Talking about fighters? Nope. Arena fighting, counter system, and juggling combos. Could be like Tekken Tag, right? Nope. It is PS3 and arcade though. Ninja characters, fast-paced stage transitions. Is this Dead or Alive? GTA 3. Hey, nope. Correct franchise. Correct franchise. I'm on my last guess. Is it 2 or is it 4? I don't think it's 1. I'm gonna say 2. No, I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna say 4. Oh! Dang it! Ah! The one I ruled out. Oh, well. And Hooli wasn't there for the dough. I'm not doing the last one. I hate that one. I hate that one. I'm not doing it. I am washed. I'm washed. No good today. Evidence City's Bandle? I did. I did. It took me 3 guesses. It should not have taken me 3 guesses. You can see my shame. Most games, fighting games, yeah, 90%. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, do 803. Alrighty, daily challenge. Yep, here we go. Okay, yeah, I got it. So we've got Inara from Firefly, oh boy, and Monkey D. Garp from One Piece. 803 resets to tomorrow. I don't know how to see what day it is. Unlike Scrandle, it's not very well labeled. All right, I'll be careful and not do it. Wait, no, there was a pop-up. How to play? I thought I saw something about UTC. No. Daily challenge might be a little bit unstable around midnight UTC. Okay, so if it resets at midnight UTC, it's already gone over. Yeah. All right, so we won't do Aethridal. I think I might just end the stream. I think that might be the play here. Wow, Joe is still streaming? Holy cow. Whoa. That's super late for Joe. What's going on over there? Raiden. Nah, I think I'm gonna read in the Airbagged, because I'm gonna be going over to watch Airbagged. Yeah, that's crazy that he's still alive. So he's stuck deep in the Silent Hill mines, I guess. Wants to get an ending. Oh yeah, that's longer. That takes longer than even if you're running past stuff on story. Like it's that is more like one ending is more of a 2 stream. Or I guess you put this for 6 hours, but like apparently it's more than 6 hours, more than 8 hours. Yeah, no, unless there's something somebody really wants me to see before I stop. I think I'm just gonna call it early. I'm pretty tired from yesterday, so I might as well just take the excuse to get out of here early. Yeah, but tomorrow on Mouse's channel, it's gonna be night 2 of stream. We're gonna be playing Overcooked. It's gonna be a mess. It's going to be a great time, so you're not going to want to miss that. Then on Saturday, I'm going to be on a Hypothetical Walruses stream. So another good time there. So all of the streams are still going. This is it for this channel for this week, but still 2 more streams of me elsewhere on other channels. So as always, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being here, for listening to my crazy emotional self just ramble and rattle on a bunch of nonsense. It means the world to me. It really does. So hopefully I do a good job tomorrow, and I hope to see you all there. And I'm gonna send you all over to Airbagged, even though all right, well, Stream Manager may have screwed up in me, so I may not be able to send you over, but I'm going to try to send you over based on where I believe the button to be. So until then, you all have a wonderful night. And if this... It's my outline. I'm not supposed to say anything after the outline. Yeah, hopefully this works. But thank you. Yeah, I'm going to screenshot what I'm seeing. All right. All right, so we're going to wait a few more seconds. I'm going to fill some time because I just got to wait for this to fire off automatically because I straight up cannot trigger the raid right now. But you're all lovely. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful night. Bye-bye.